strong and you'll go through it. It'll work. Well, let's
Yep.
talk about something that's a little touchy situation, and I don't like to deal too deep into it. Let's talk about marriage. Okay. What was it about? I won't, yeah. What was it about Joe when we talk about marriage? What was it that touched your heart? What was it that drew you to him? What makes this work? Because it seems to be working.
Um,
Wouldn't it be bad if I asked that question to somebody and they said, "Well, John, it's not working." You know what I mean? Matter of fact, his clothes are outside. But I mean, that would really throw me off. That would cause me to. But anyway,
um,
what is it about? And I like Joe is one of my. I really like him. Okay, I really like him, and I was trying to explain him to my son because my son's never met him. Colson hadn't met Joe. He don't know him. I said, no, he said, I've never met Joe. I said, well, here's the thing about him. He don't have a real good filter about stuff. I said, he'll sort of say things. I said, he's diplomatic to a point, but he'll talk to you about something. I said, he's not, I said, so I want to get you ready when you do meet him. You'll understand that he just goes right ahead with stuff. And I said, but what was there that really touched your heart? What?
well, he would say it was because he's just drop dead beautiful,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
gorgeous,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
No, I don't know. Joe and I had been through a lot of similar things in
Mm-hmm.
life,
Right.
and we'd known each other for years and years, and then we kind of got to talking, and one conversation led to another,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know. We like a lot of the same things.
Right.
Deep down, he is a really good guy.
Yeah.
He is. He would do anything for anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that gets him in trouble. He
Right.
overcommits himself.
Yeah.
But and there's nothing wrong with that. It's
Right.
just one of those things. Um, but yeah, I don't know, just similar interests,
Yeah.
and you know, I tell people we're buddies. We really are.
Mm-hmm.
We're friends. He is my friend.
Because I've
So
asked him some questions about you, so I did. I've asked him the same question. All right, and I got them stored up here.
a lot of people can't. We work together,
Right.
and not just Monday through Friday. We work together
Right.
7 days a week,
Right.
and we live in the same house with each other, and we sleep in the same bed.
Yeah.
And a lot of people spending that much time together, it would not work
Absolutely.
whatsoever.
Absolutely.
And so sometimes we say, you know, how do we even do this?
I asked him what you argue about.
We have to.
I asked him. I nailed him down on some things because I make men make a commitment. A lot of times because I feel like it puts me in a better position with women if I can go into the women rights things. Be
Got to
good.
keep them honest.
Try to get him. I try to make him commit, but he, what, he was a little shady about it. But anyway, he said that the biggest thing y'all argue about, he said, there's something like a gate. He said the position of a gate or something along that. He said, now we'll sort of argue about it a little bit. He said, but most things we argue about is farm stuff. He
Yeah.
said, he said it's not
Trivial.
Yeah.
We don't really argue.
Yeah.
We'll have a
But I
little
think a
spat.
lot of it's because of you. Okay, I don't think it's all because of Joe, because you are very level. And I've watched you under some pressure, just a few pressure situations, nothing drastic. But you seem very, very level, okay,
Oh,
about
goodness.
that. Now, Josie, and I don't want this program to be about him, but he's the opposite of that. Oh, he's emotional.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's emotional.
Yeah.
And you don't, maybe you hide it well, but you seem very level. And I think that's a great attribute to have.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I really do, man. I watch you. And I was bragging on you the other day. I was out Kelly Kids, talking to Kelly Kid about you. And I was bragging on you, how you done good with Joe. I said, man, she's level. I said, she's very level about things. And I think if we can be like that,
Mm-hmm.
I think we live our life either being a thermostat or a thermometer.
Mm-hmm.
We're either always measuring the atmosphere or we're changing the atmosphere.
My dad probably put that in me because on the farm, that was one of his famous sayings. If anything ever went wrong, he would say, well, don't get excited.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we used to work with horses, and you know, from a young age, I was in the cattle pens with him, and
Mm-hmm.
when it was time to pull the calves off and stuff, we'd have to sort and this and that, and sometimes I was the only help that he had.
Yeah.
My brother being 4 years younger, you know, he wasn't quite big enough
Yeah.
to be in there and do a whole lot. And if anything, if something would jump or, you know, just anything go wrong, Dad's famous words were, "Well, just don't get excited."
Yeah.
So my dad has never had high blood pressure his
Right.
entire life.
Okay. That's great.
I've had 3 kids, and during all 3 labors, my blood pressure never elevated.
Yeah.
So, you know, maybe that's it. Just don't get excited.
Just don't
Now,
get excited.
Joe, he's on blood pressure
I
medicine.
can see why. I can see. I mean,
He gets excited.
he's a very emotional person. Yeah, but again, we don't want to talk too much about him. Don't want this program to be about him. It's about you. And
Oh
but
goodness.
I see those things, and I see